You know what it is. Welcome to another episode on Eyekon TV. Before we start, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsors. Shout out to Cookies. You already know what it is. You know what? You haven't had no honey packs on.
No, that's what I said. I'm gonna need some.
Oh, nah. Yeah. I didn't bring the box with me off camera, but I'll definitely give you a box before you leave. Just
Gracias,
remind me.
gracias.
I'd give you some cookies, but you already got Catalyst on deck, so
Oh man, shout out to everybody though, man. Shout out to Jungle Boy, shout out to Catalyst, shout out to Skunk
facts.
Masters, everybody.
And of course, shout out to Shaka. Make sure you guys check out Shaka for all your streetwear essentials. And shout out to Flame Bachi. But to my left, you're right. We got Young Quicks. What's cracking with you?
Buenos dias. Is it dias still? Yeah,
It is kind of,
kind of.
just barely.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you for having me. First of all, Icon, a long time coming.
don't even trip. Let's start at the beginning.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? Let's not start at the beginning. Let's start here. Would you say that you're the most underrated artist from the 805?
definitely.
Why do you think that is? Because I don't know. I'm asking.
Probably because I would say I'm the only artist that has had a song on the radio for the last 8 months every day. I walked out a professional boxer 4 times in my career on HBO and all that good stuff. Get my records played at the Dodger Stadium, the Clippers game. Shout out to DJ Severe, DJ Dance at the BMO Stadium. I've been practically Gordo y La Flaca. I'm trying to think of everything I've done. Had records with Mr. Shadow, Kid Frost, Baby Bash. I'm trying to think,
This
man.
was one back in the day when they were still more popular.
Yeah, I'm
I
saying,
remember.
yeah,
I know a lot. I'm just letting you list it up.
I'm trying to think. I got a record with Secan. I got a
That's
record
crazy.
with Diablo, and Secan featured me. It wasn't me featuring him. I'm trying to think, man. I don't want to miss nobody. OG Mako. I don't know if you know who he is.
I remember that. That's when he was popping.
Yes, you guessed it. I'm trying to think who else. Well, what I'm trying to say is I practically done everything I wanted to do as a kid except sell a million records. And for some odd reason, when people mention 805 artists, my name rarely comes up, bro.
I've interviewed everyone from the 805 of any merit. You know what I'm saying? I've had Sad Boy. I've dealt with Boy West Coast. I've dealt with the Young Chachas, with the freaking Trouble Kids, everyone pretty much. And my bad if I forgot anybody right now. But long story short is when I asked her, oh yeah, point is I've asked them their top five, and you've never popped up.
Exactly my point. Shout out to someone. I'm gonna give you a major shout out to Gangways. I actually linked up some of those artists that you mentioned, like Sad Boy and Chach, with Gangways to get them a sponsorship. You know, because that's just how I am. But maybe it's just because I'm not that controversial, or I don't have that certain image, or I've never really gone viral. Like everything I've done has, like, if you know me, you know I'm an artist. When they see me in the streets, they know I'm an artist. Nobody asks me where you
You have
from.
what, 20K on IG?
No, I'm like 41K.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You have more followers than me.
Yeah. No, every time I post something, I get 20, 30,000 views, hundreds of comments, all organic. Like I still have a song on the radio every day. On the way here, we heard it. So I really don't understand. You would probably have to ask them how come they don't mention me. You know?
Well, I'm not really tripping off of the fact that they don't mention you. I'm just tripping off how you're not more bigger in the circles. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Yeah.
And I really don't know why. I've been knowing about you for a long time. Shout out to the homie Hood Space and my boy Max.
Mads, yeah. Shout out. I've been knowing about you for a long time.
That's
too,
like
bro.
over a decade. I've been
Yeah, I
talking
would say
about you,
since
right?
2012, no?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, shit, I don't know, but
But we're here.
today's your day.
Yeah, today's the day. Now, anybody watching, man, if you don't know who I am, just type in my name everywhere, man. Type in my name. You'll find
Young
out.
Quicks,
Yeah,
facts.
this is all I do, man.
Let's start at the very beginning, my brother. Where did you grow up and what was it like growing up there?
Oxnard, man. Oxnard. I mean, I grew up in the projects, in the government homes, man. Like what's considered of the projects, low income, Section 8 type of thing. And I mean, it was like, I would say, it probably made me who I am. Made me want to dream and chase what I'm chasing now, and whatever. I mean, we had people like Fernando Vargas. You know, they made it seem real.
Shout out Fernando.
Yeah, shout out Fernando Vargas and Robert Garcia. And also in the music at that time when I was a kid, we had like Locura Terminal. We had artists that were out there pushing themselves and branding themselves. So I feel like it was a city that gave me hope, you know?
Did you get in any trouble growing up?
Not really, dog. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah, I mean, I did try the tagging. I did do all that stuff. But as far as like what I'm proud of myself, I've never been arrested, never been to jail, never
That's amazing. It
nothing,
sucks.
dog, nothing, dog. I was actually on the way here. I was telling my partner, Hood Space Music, I was like, dog, I felt like I should have brought a bag full of money to show these kids that you don't gotta go to jail. You don't gotta have a certain image because I don't have kids, dog, but I have nieces and nephews, dog, that they watch everything I do. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
For example, short story. I was at the news one time and I had my grill on. My niece called me 30 seconds right after I came out on national TV. You should have took off your dientes. You don't take off your teeth. And I was just like, oh man. As soon as I was in the high, she humbled me. You know what I'm saying? Even though
Mm-hmm.
it was something so small, but I always in the back of my mind, I'd be like, kids are watching me, dog, and I don't want to make them feel like, hey, I gotta be. Especially if they're looking at me for whatever you want to say, inspiration or guidance. I don't want it to be like, hey, this fool looks like that. Maybe I need to look like that. Or this fool did this. He went to jail and look, he was still successful. Maybe if I gotta go to jail to still be successful. You know, so I try to do everything. There's no right way, but to the best of my ability, dog.
When did you first start your musical journey? Were you freestyling in the PJs? Was it at school? Like what was it?
Man, my mom sent me to a camp, dog.
That's fire.
It's because I
Like
was
what kind of camp?
I don't know how to explain it. It was a 5-day camp. There were students from LA, San Bernardino, Oxnard, Ventura County, from everywhere. And when my mom sent me to prepare me for high school, it was fresh out of 8th grade. And there was high school students. That was the whole purpose, so you could get acquainted. And I've always been small in stature, dog. Like I always been short. And my mom, I guess, who got scared or wanted me to be around bigger kids because she was like, "Man, you're small. You're gonna go to a big school." I don't know what she thought. Well, in that camp, dog, you had to perform every night, but there was 3,000 students watching you.
That's intense.
That's intense.
That's a
So
big show.
yeah, exactly. So I think one night I had to dance, another night I had to do some art, and then one night I had to do poetry, dog. And then we had a team leader that was like a senior. I was fresh out of 8th grade, and I remember telling her like, I can't do this. When I thought about poetry, I was like, you have to rhyme. Never rhymed in my life, dog. I was like, I can't do this. She helped me with my first 2 bars. I finished it. I read it in front of the 3,000 people. I got a crazy reaction, and I said, oh shit, I could do this, and it never stopped.
That's fire.
That's how it started.
Shout out to the homegirl that ghost wrote your bars.
Yeah, no, I don't know her name, but shout out to her, man. I wonder if she ever hears me or sees my stuff and she would like, oh, I wrote his shit.
Was she fine or what?
I don't remember. I remember I used to call her a señora because she was a senior and I was like in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Oh, señora, the
That's
señora,
tight.
you know.
That's dope. When was the first? Where was the first studio you actually went to? How old are you, Quicks?
Me?
Yeah,
I'm 32.
32 years old.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I was a little kid though.
So where was the first place you made music
My
at?
first place that I actually recorded I was in a tape. In a tape right after the camp with my brothers. I recorded straight into a speaker as a microphone and recorded to a tape over 50 Cent beats, whatever was on the radio.
Fire.
That's what we did. But the first time I actually went to a studio was after I had a computer and all that. I tried to burn some CDs. We passed out demos, dog.
Of course.
And actually Locura Terminal, I had to shout them out again. They were the ones that got one of my demos and invited me to their studio. And since me watching them as a kid and now they were inviting me to the studio, I was like, oh, I got something going on, man.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Who are some of the artists that you've worked with in your career?
Baby Bash, Mr. Shadow, Frost, Mellow Mayonnaise, OG Mackel, Sekan, I'm trying to think who else. Fingers, of course.
Shout out to Fingers.
Yeah, Fingers. I got in a whole new project with Fingers, man. And when I was in high school doing it, listening, trying to do this, all his records were on the radio, dog. Like every record was produced by Fingers. Big Gemini from Texas. Who else, right? Who else am I missing? Sad Boy. Yeah, I got a couple records with Sad Boy.
That's right.
Sad Boy.
You were close with Frost for a little while, no?
Yeah, around that time with the Mads the Hated Era and stuff, we used to roll with Frost. Me, Big Tank, Spirit. I don't know if you remember them. We used to roll. I went to New Mexico. I went to different
You went
places.
to a lot of
Texas.
places.
That's how I met Bash through Frost. Through Frost, I met Bash through Frost, and now I got 2 records with Bash.
What was it like working with the legendary Godfather of Chicano rap, Kid Frost.
I mean, to me, everything was up to this point has been used as motivation, dog. The fact that he's a legend, the fact that he had me rolling with him, the fact that he had me on his projects, the fact that would let me go on stage, all that shit showed me that I was doing something. Even in the back of my mind, if I feel like I'm underrated and stuff, all that, I'm like, man, I don't think all these people will be working with me or work with me, because I never really had the money to do all this stuff, dog. A lot of it has been because I guess I was dope, you know. I wasn't like balling and shit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like, hey, Frost, like I got 10 racks for you. Let's take it. You know what I'm saying? It was just more like, hey, this who got something. Let's take them. You know?
Tell me a crazy road trip with Frost.
Nah. I was just telling my boy on the way
He
here.
said, "Ah, nah,
Nah. I don't have crazy stories like that. Like as far as like partying and stuff,
you're
I
full
don't.
of shit."
I don't. Cause his wife would roll with us most of the time. At that time, and she would sell the merch and stuff. So everybody had their own hotel rooms. Never really. I think the only thing that's crazy that I seen and it was actually motivational purpose again. I used to see his royalty checks.
Uh-huh.
Those were I was like, oh shit, you know.
That's tight, huh?
Yeah. I seen a
A little
couple of them,
30, 40,
and
50.
We're talking about like thousands and thousands. We're not talking about 10,000. We're talking about more than that, you know. And I mean, you're a kid looking at this shit, you know, 19 years old looking at that shit. You're like, oh shit, I could
I've
do
been
that.
with Frost on the road once or twice in my life, and he wasn't married at the time.
Okay, so you probably had a whole different
I'm not
experience.
gonna say anything.
Nah, from what I mean, he had his kids and everything. So I mean, I had good experience, dog. And besides that, I was still trying to get noticed, you know. So my mind was like, what can I do to make myself stand out with a superstar, basically, you know?
hmm That's fire. When was the first time you went to a real studio?
A real studio? Damn, I don't know. Probably until me and Hoodspace probably linked up. Cause I would say, before that, I was
I
probably.
remember Mads always talking about you mentioned it to me earlier, Rose Lane Studios.
Yeah, nah, but that's way after, dog. That's after I had a song on the radio.
No,
After
yeah.
you know
What
what
was
I'm
the
saying?
first big studio you guys went to?
I can't
I don't even
remember.
need big. Like I don't need you to tell me the Universal one or the Paramount
Nah,
one.
cause I've been to those too, you know.
No, yeah,
But
of course.
but yeah, probably in Ontario with Speech Beats, right? Yeah, I probably was like 17 years old.
That's tight.
But before all that, scratch all that. Before Hood Space Music, you want to keep it 1,000? I used to roll with the lean like a cholo out though. Before the Frost, before all that, in 2008,
With down.
2009, down. I used to roll with him as a kid while I was still in high school. While he had a platinum record out.
What was it like being with down?
That was dope because everywhere we go, people knew him. The record was hot. I remember going to my first big show. That would have probably my first big show was in front of 7,000 people because of him at the University of Reno. I opened up for Nelly because of him. You feel me? You know, like that was my first big show.
Well, I mean, down has sat exactly where you're sitting, talked in the same microphone as you. So where I'm going with that is what was it like being with him at the peak of his fame? Was he a humble man? Was he? Because he's a humble guy,
Yeah.
as far as
Nah,
I
he's always been
know.
humble. Yeah. I mean,
And regardless of whatever bullshit he's been through or whatever,
yeah.
he
Yeah, no,
seems
I
cool.
don't judge him because I tell people like you know none of us are perfect, but that dude used to take care of me. He used to pay my cell phone bill, everything, dog. Like it was the real deal. So I'm not gonna take nothing away from him. And he gave me hope. He had for my city sold 3 million copies or 3 million ringtones.
Are his panderias really fire or no?
We used to work at them. We used to have, yeah, low key for the Dia de las Roscas and stuff. Me, Tank, we'll be back there cooking it up with them, dog. Yeah,
That's fire.
yeah. So I mean, I have
Shit like that, no one would have ever known.
I have good experiences, dog. I mean, the bad I just don't even talk about if there is bad, you know. But as far I don't forget the good, dog.
That's the main key right there. But are the bonds really that
Yeah,
good?
yeah.
He said
Yeah.
they're the best.
They've
Is that
been
cap?
I haven't been to all of them to tell you that, but I mean they've been open for a long time, so I would say yeah. And yeah, they've been
Shout
yeah.
out to Hoodspace
Yeah,
co-signing
yeah,
at the
yeah,
cut.
yeah. Now see, I haven't been there a long
I
time.
know every location varies,
Yeah,
but
there's too many panaderias for me to say yeah. But if he said it,
he said the one where his dad is at is the one.
okay, cool.
Whichever one his dad is at is the one
That's the main one, on I Street. Yeah,
on 8th.
yeah. Nah,
Fire shit.
before the Frost and all that, I used to roll with him, man, and yeah, man, he gave me my opportunity, my first big show. My first time ever talking on the radio was because of him. So yeah, man, it just gave me hope, motivation, dog.
You've been around a gang of legends, fool. That's
Serio.
fire shit.
Serio, dog.
Damn. Okay, so first it was Down,
Yeah.
then it was Frosties.
No, that was Hood Space Music. Hood Space Music, but at the
Oh
same,
yeah. Because then you linked up with Mads, and then you
yeah,
went.
yeah, it went with Frost and them.
Yeah, but this was been a part of your life the whole time, pretty much.
Yeah, he's known me since I was 16 years old. Yeah, even
Talk to me about working with Mads the Hated, because that's a friend we have in common.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
guys don't know who Mads the Hated is, he shoots music videos.
I
Great
still
guy.
work with them. I still work with them to this day, man. Shout out to Master Hated. I mean, if you ever need a quick guy that will show up and get your visual done, that's the man. Giving me a lot of. He's actually rolled with us. He actually went to Vegas with us last year, man. That's not like he's known me for a long time. He's probably watched me grow up, you know. So he's cool.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he watched me grow up.
What's one of your let me ask you this. Which person has been your favorite person to work with musically?
As far as like production and stuff like that, Fingers, man. I feel like he gives me the full production, the sound that I think gravitates to more people. But as far as I mean, I never really
Artist wise.
artist wise, I think my experience from who I met and everybody I've been around, the most humble and the most real and the one that doesn't sugarcoat nothing, and if he tells you he's gonna do it, he does it. Is Baby Bash, man.
Shout out to Baby
Yeah,
Bash.
shout out to Baby Bash, man.
Humble guy?
Humble dude and very successful.
I've only encountered him in a
That dude got plaques that say Kids Bop. You know what I'm talking about? Kids Bop, platinum
dang.
plaques of Kids Bop. So you know what I'm talking about, right?
So he wrote some of those bad boys.
I think they just redid the Sugar Shit or whatever they redid, but
Whatever.
yeah, but whatever, you know, like yeah. Nah, that dude a whole different level, and he don't act like it. He'll walk in here with chanclas, you know, like he's a real deal, man.
No, I've encountered him a couple of times, and he's always been very, very respectful and super cool, super chill.
Once again, I use them as motivation, dog. Everything's motivation for me, dog. I never, like, even me coming here, dog. Like to me, this is a stepping stone. So to me, I was like, this is just motivation to keep going, dog. You know. So everything.
Baby Bash. You feel like saying who's the worst experience you've had as an art with an artist?
I don't know if I had one. I never. I don't think I've really even had one. I think the worst experience I've had with artists are fools that don't finish, like they hire you for a verse and don't finish paying, and then they just block you or something, and that's
That's
probably
no normal shit.
normal shit, you know. Like that's the worst experience. And then they're like, "Fuck you," you know. They're like, "Okay, cool. You owe me. I don't owe you. I'm straight," you know.
It is what it is.
Yeah, dog. I go everywhere, dog. You know. I don't. You know.
So, when did you like start dropping like consistently?
Probably when I linked up with Hood Space, because you know, obviously, like I told you, I never really have the resources to do it. So once I finally linked up with, even after the kilo and all that, you know, when I linked up with Hoodspit, we were finally able to get visuals and get full production and actually drop projects, you know. Before that, it was just all hoorah, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Even if I found an internet beat, I would rap on it because at that point, that's all I had, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would say once me and Hoodspace Music linked up, it was official. I mean, and ever since then, I never like off air. We told you I've been offered money to leave them, and I still haven't left, dog. Because I mean that. It's besides music, dog. He helped me buy my first car, dog. Every watch that I own is because of him. Like this ring that I have is because of him. Like I don't, you know, like my loyalty runs deep, dog. There's certain shit that I just, you
I
know.
feel it. No, that's fire. Um, Talk to me about your charity stuff that you do. I know you have one coming up, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But when did you first start doing your charity stuff, and what made you want to do it?
I, st- I don't have an actual year, dog. I try to look back, and the furthest picture that I found was 2013. So I'm gonna say 2013 because I have proof of it. I went to the projects probably with about 50 toys and a chubby homie dressed as Santa. And we
Mm-hmm.
found a kid, told him, hey, tell him Santa's in town, and we just give out like 50 toys. That was me trying, dog. What made me want to do it? I was that kid, dog. I was that kid. And the story is Fernando Vargas. Shout out to Fernando Vargas again, professional champ. He used to go to the projects where we used to live in a big U-Haul truck
And
and
do it
give
up.
us toys, dog. And I never forgot that. I don't remember the toy. I don't remember nothing else, dog. I just remember him doing that. So I guess as soon as I've made some money, I don't even know what crossed my mind. I just said like make some money, I guess, off music, and I felt like it wasn't fair because it wasn't real work, you know, or I don't
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's real work and fucking or hard work, I should say, because it is work. I felt like I needed to do something. And I just went to the projects and did the same thing.
That's love. How many years have you done it, and what have you been doing with it?
I mean, right now we're counting them. It would be the 11th year, but I tell people the big ones, the ones that people recognize me for and remember me for, or that I get more publicity for, has been. This is the 5th year, dog, and we give out thousands of toys, dog. Thousands. I'm talking about like thousands. I'm talking about thousands, dog. I stopped counting after 1,000 because I think it's too much to count. How the fuck am I gonna keep counting, dog? You know. So I always guarantee 1,000, but it's like 3,000 people
That's
that show up.
intense.
You know. And this year, every year it grows, dog. And this year is probably gonna be the biggest. I don't really have an estimate as far as how many people I expect, but I know that we're giving at least 1,500 toys and 1,500 hot plates.
Cause it's you and McDonald's.
McDonald's, McMarro. Shout out to the McMarro family.
Yup, shout out to the McModel family.
It's me, McMarro. It's Radio Láser, the Spanish radio station. It's the English radio station, Q95 and Mambo on the morning. Then it's Mikey Garcia.
Shout out to Mikey.
Shout out to Mikey Garcia. It's Brandon Bam Bam Rios. It's Hood Space Music, of course. My old high school, Wanimi High School. I got another high school involved, Pacifica High School. I got the Oxnard mayor coming. Like it's
It's going crazy.
yeah, it's basically everybody, dog. Everybody. I got a taquero coming, 2 taqueros coming. I got a hot dog. I got a church coming with the hot dogs. I got Salvation Army involved. It's really a free event for the community, and it's the only thing I do that I would say all year that's big like that. But the only thing people have to do is show up, dog. I don't ask them for ID. I don't ask them for nothing. All they have to do is show up, wait in line, and they're gonna leave with something, dog.
That's fire. I know what it's like to manage my little ones where we're servicing like a couple hundred, few hundred, whatever. What's it like dealing with thousands of human beings like that?
If I take off my hat and I have any gray hairs, it's probably because of that, dog. Because I feel like I'm 18 still. You feel me? And I feel like I never worked a day in my life, dog. But when it comes to this shit, I start since October. Start reaching out to people, start getting everything. Then I gotta spend some money to show people I'm really doing it. Like I'm really about it. Let's spend some money, start posting the toys, people start reaching out. And now that it's 10 days away, I start reaching out to all the sponsors that haven't fulfilled whatever they were supposed to do. And hopefully by this weekend I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
I like that. I'm gonna start doing shit like that. Cause I usually I'm not saying I move in silence or any cornball shit like that, but I just start making little moves. And when I remember, oh shit, it's in 3 weeks, I need to make a flyer. Then I make a flyer. Then
Yeah.
everyone tries to flood it, and then I'm lost in the sauce.
Yeah,
like,
nah,
oh
I
shit.
reached out to the school in October, reach out to the flyer guy, reach out to the guy that's printing the flyers, and I reached out to McDonald's. Those are the top 4 that I reached out to right from the
Boom,
beginning,
boom, boom.
before I even have a date. You in? You in? You in? All right, cool. What date? Cool. And then
That's it.
from there, yeah. That's crazy, yeah.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, nah, and people have, like, we're leaving.
Where are you guys getting your toys from?
We buy them, dog, honestly.
I know, but from where?
Anywhere, dog. Hey, my low key, my birthday was in mid-November, so I got a bunch of birthday discounts, and I just used them. I got them from Kohl's, from Big Lots. I got like a 20% off, so I bought like 1,000 toys for 20% off. You know what I'm saying?
That's tight.
Like shit like that. So like random stuff, but like I'm like, there's some stores like say Five Below. If I go and I talk to the manager and I show them, since I've done it for so many years and I go to the same stores, and then if they remember me, most likely they'll give me like a 10% or something off. But that's how I do it, dog.
I've never asked for a discount saying, "Hey, I'm doing this for a charity."
Yeah,
Can I get a
I don't say
discount?
charity. I just say, hey, man, I'm doing this for my community.
Well,
And
we're
you
doing it as a charitable event.
yeah,
is
yeah,
what
yeah,
it is.
yeah. And I show them the flyer and I show them prior pictures. I mean, like I tell you, the last 5 years it's been big for me. Like I end up in the local news and shit. So for the most part, people already know and they expect it. And like I'm known for that shit. So like I think as long as the person kind of sees and they know who I am, they let it slide, though.
This will just gave me some good ideas, chat.
Nah, and low key, right now I'm at all the McDonald's. So if those people go to any McDonald's in Oxnard and they see my face, dog, and they get a flyer too to take home. So
In most cases, because today this food did bring me McDonald's. And just so you guys know, right now it's like 12 in the afternoon. So we ate McDonald's like at 11:45. And I know you guys probably think that's on brand because I'm fat. But guys, I don't do shit like that. And right now I feel like,
Hey, dog, I think Eyekon thought I was trolling. I was like, I kept telling him, I was like, hey, I'm gonna bring you McDonald's.
I told this
I'm
fool,
plugged up right now.
I told this fool, like, do not bring me McDonald's from the 805. That shit's gonna be slimy by the time it gets here. Wait.
Nah, shout out
Not
to
to be ungrateful, but
no, McMarro's everywhere, man. So shout
no,
out to
that
McMarro.
fool had the McDonald's hotline. He called the other chains, and he brought me a fresh out the fryer.
Nah, we all eat McDonald's, man. Shout out to McDonald's. Yeah. Where's my cup?
McModel. I remember when we were right there at Alcora, that fool, him and Mexapapi were eating one of the camarones cabrones, or I don't know what the hell they call it, but
With the skin, huh?
yo, with the head and the skin, and they looked at me and said, "Try it, Eyekon," and I was like, you know what? I'm down with mariscos 1,000,000%. All of that, oysters, all that. None of it grosses me out or nothing.
You tried it?
It was fire. Fool.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a little bit more crunchy than I'm used
I can't
to.
do it, dog. I tried it for
Don't
the
be
video.
scared,
I
pal. Oh,
can't.
you did try it. Yo,
For
yeah,
the-
you did try
For
it.
the video. Yeah, that day I was mad, dog. You guys kept eating. I only ate like 3 little pieces of shrimp, and that was it, man.
I already knew how I was gonna go, and since I was just directing a
Yeah, you busted a ditty.
I just damn, not a ditty, not a ditty, not a ditty, definitely not a ditty,
I take that another ditty.
not a ditty.
Oh shit, my bad. I confused it, dog.
Did I have baby oil?
No.
All right then.
But you were executive producing that, dog.
Oh,
Look at her.
I'm gonna just leave it in. Pause. Oh, that was crazy. But anyways, I ordered a campechana as soon as I got there because I already knew.
I didn't
What it
eat
was
that
gonna
day,
be.
dog. But it's
Yeah.
fire. Honestly, I didn't like seafood, dog. Shout out to Mariscos El Cora.
You didn't like mariscos?
Mariscos and stuff. I started going there, dog. Maybe because I didn't grow up like that, dog. I mean, we were broke, bro. Bro, my birthday cakes were from the food pantries, dog.
You want to know what I trip out on? And I didn't learn about this, or I still don't even really care about it when they say it, but lobsters and crabs is supposedly, I mean, it's good to us and it seems like expensive, but technically those are
Like cheap food, huh?
yeah, it's like cheap fish.
Yeah. Nah, I didn't grow
And
up.
I don't
eating
mean
that.
cheap, I just mean like it's like they're like we're eating roaches. Sea roaches.
Nah,
He's
nah.
like, yeah, I don't think I like mariscos again, big dog.
No,
I saw your face kind of change right now.
No, it's because honestly, I never liked it, dog. I would always be the cheeseburger vato. Go to any fancy restaurant, eat a cheeseburger, dog.
Hey, I ain't mad
Cheeseburger.
at that because I have homies like that.
Yeah, that's
And I
what-
look at them like, we're at a steak place. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And then they'll get their steak well done. You're a well done asshole?
Yeah.
Don't do stupid shit like that. Don't do that.
No.
That will make me
Nah, but
mad.
now I eat langostinos, I eat oysters.
If
I eat
me and
everything,
you were to
dog.
go to Mastro's and you were to
I've been a master.
order a well done steak, I'd be pressed.
I think I did order a
I would not pay. I would tell you, hey, fool, I can't cover your plate. man.
Nah.
Fool, don't order well done food.
What do you get? Blood on it? Medium well?
Medium.
Medium well, dog.
Well, medium because by the time you actually eat it, it'll be medium well because it's still cooking on your plate, technically speaking.
I can't see blood, dog. I can't stand blood, dog.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Teach his own. Fuck it. If you fools are eating well done steaks, you're you eat well done steaks? There's no way. You're
Yeah,
you got money. I like my bacon crunchy. That's different. That's different. Bacon has to be crunchy. I respect that. Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah, dog.
Damn, these fools.
We're gonna have to bring some langostinos next time for you, Eyekon.
Nah, we'll just go eat it together.
Yeah.
Over there. Where are we? Where are we? You've done so many things in your career, and it's just so crazy because it doesn't get notoriety. How does that make you feel, fool?
Motivational. Like
Fuck
motivation
that.
purpose. Honestly, dog, yeah, dog, because there's only 2 goals left that I told you off air. Got 2 goals left in this music shit. Sell 1 million copies, be a platinum recording artist, dog, and open up the program, fund it somehow for the students. Because I couldn't afford studio time when I was in high school, dog. For the students, as long as they got good grades, they could go in there and create. They don't got to be rappers. They could be engineers. They could do
Whatever.
voice commercials, whatever. But that's really my last goal, dog. Something that's gonna live on longer than me, dog.
With the nonprofit I just started, Perro, I look forward to assisting you in
Let's
that.
do it. Ya dijiste, eh?
I'm not lying.
All right, let's get it. And then we could get McMarro involved, and we'll fit. Yep, McDonald's studio. Yep, I see it coming. I see it coming.
I'm gonna
Yep.
take a picture with Ronald McDonald.
Yeah.
Fool. That's fucking crazy.
Call it to my event, because I think
Not concrete dressed up as Ronald
No,
McDonald.
call it to my event. He said he's gonna try to bring some characters. We're gonna figure it out. Maybe Grimace, somebody.
Pig, they hire me to be Grimace. That's gotcha.
Look at Eyekon. See? Gotcha.
That's hilarious. Honestly, if in order to sell 1 million copies, though, where I was going with that right now, I said that shit because I knew what you were gonna say. So now I say, and where are you gonna learn to? What do we need to learn or gain knowledge on to help you sell that 1 million copies? Because in order to sell 1 million copies, you can't be being overlooked per
Yeah,
se. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So where do we fix that at? I mean, obviously being here helps a little
Yeah,
bit,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah, yeah.
whatever.
I think I would say probably just supporting it, dog. Because honestly, everything that I've done up to this point, even getting like a Eric Sermon produced record, everything has been from one person. I don't want to say as simple as sharing it, but as simple as sharing it, dog. Or it's as simple as leaving a comment on something. It just help. All that shit helps, dog. Honestly, like a lot of shit that I've done, like even me walking out Brandon Reels, that happened from a tweet, dog. Not from me, from somebody else sending him my music, him liking it, responding, and me responding to that tweet, and him inviting me to the gym, even though I've been knowing Robert Garcia since I was a kid. I don't show up nowhere unless people invite me. You feel me? Like I never came here until you invited me.
Mm-hmm.
Same shit over there with. So he invited me to the gym. Then from that we became friends. I never like to ask like, hey, let me walk you out. Even though I'm a rapper, everything. If he don't ask me, then but doesn't. So eventually, I made, I guess, a good enough song where he felt and he asked me, and so it's always been one thing leading up to another, dog. For me, up to this point.
I think at some point you're gonna have to start asking for more shit.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me that, dog.
I really think that because my number one thing is I'm not scared to ask.
Yeah, and
I'm down to get shot down.
I get
And
scared.
depending on how I get shot down, I'll finesse or I'll do what I have to do to be able to ask again and get a yeah. You know
Well,
what I'm
I
saying?
don't want to. Let me take the back. I don't want to say I'm scared to ask. It's more like I feel like I could earn it. Does that make sense?
I feel like you've put yourself in a situation where you should be able to ask and it should be a yeah
Yeah.
at this point. Yeah. How'd you link up with Robert?
His son used to play soccer with me as a kid. We've been knowing about each other since we were
Which
kids.
one?
Pita.
Haha, Pita.
Pita.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
and
Pita.
Fernando Vargas was a sponsor. They know me since I was a kid, dog. We used to wrestle with his dad's belts, thinking they were WWE belts. Loki, dog.
That's fucking fire.
Loki, dog. Ask Pita when you see him. Tell him, hey, dog, is it true? He'll tell you if I'm lying, dog. That's the thing about me. I try not to lie, dog, because, you know, like...
That sounds too personal.
This is my life, dog.
That's hilarious.
This is really it, dog.
When Robert was the champ, he had belts.
Yeah, he had a belt. The
And so
red
you
belt.
fools
The
were
red
wrestling-
belt. The
yeah,
red belt. I remember
So
that.
you fools were wrestling in the
Yeah,
living
his
room.
hat.
You
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
use his
Yeah.
belts.
Oh. Yeah.
That's
crazy.
hard.
That's
fool.
crazy, yeah.
That's tight.
Yeah, nah. He used to make me and my brother spar too at the Colonia boxing gym, but my brother's always been bigger than me and shit. So it was never fair. But nah. Like they know me as a child. So when they see me now, even right now, if we would go, he'll tell me, hey, you're always welcome here. You could do whatever you want.
No, that's different. That's like your family almost.
I just don't show up like that. You know, it's just
Well, as far as all the way in Riverside.
Yeah.
I wish his gym was closer, fool, because damn, I want to put my son in boxing, but I'm not driving 45 minutes away.
Ooh, it might be worth it though.
It might be.
House of Champions, dog.
That's my boy at this point.
Yeah.
Robert and everyone over there.
Yeah, for anybody that don't know, I walked out champ Brandon Reels 4 times, dog. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 times, dog. And out of those 4 times, he won 3 out of 4, dog. The last one he lost. That's the last one, but it was to a point where people thought I was his good luck charm, dog.
I like that.
I came out on HBO, ESPN, on the Zone twice, dog. We even beat Canelo's brother. I walked him out on that fight in Denver. I mean, in Kansas.
That's fire.
Yeah, you know, like that's why I tell you, like, I could be underrated, dog, but nobody could erase my history, dog.
Facts are facts. I think there's a lot of shit that you need to start Flashback Friday and Throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm about to start my own record label or whatever. And there's artists that I have my eye on already that have like very good songs that just didn't get the exposure they need. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell them we're going to re-release them shits.
Yeah.
And act like it's new.
Yeah, well, that's why we just did a new distro deal with Foundation Media. Shout out to Lee and Chris Perry. And I was telling them, like, maybe we should reamp Oxnard, even though because it's still on the radio, dog. I could show you the chart right now, just so you see I'm not lying. I'm going to show you today's chart. I don't want you...
What is it? The people that they're spinning today?
The weekly radio charts of Ventura County, at least in my area. And then you tell me if you see any other rapper you recognize. I guess you
bang bang.
You
bang.
might see Kendrick and Lefty now, but you tell me that's the top 20 or the top 30, and that's today. Check the date, check the time. I peaked at number 6. I've been working my way up and down. Right now, I'm like in top 20 or
You're in the
something.
top 20.
Yeah, yeah. And I've been on there since April,
Fucking
bro.
fingers.
Since April, and I never seen no other 805 artists on there. So I guess when it comes down to the mentioning, I don't feel no type of way, bro. You feel me?
Well, there's that.
I can't. They're not on here.
Damn, that's fire. That shot's fired too. That fool said "Psh, they're not on the fucking Ventura County radio station.
So like I guess the top 5 don't matter, you know?
Who are your top 5 right now and all time? You could start. No order. I don't give a
All
fuck.
time, like any artist?
Any artist. Well, Latinos.
Damn, well Latinos, I mean, it's hard, dog. It's hard because like we never really had big ones except like the Fat Joes and the Big Puns, and they're Puerto Rican, they're not really Mexican, but they are Latinos, and that's hip hop.
I try to say more like California Latinos.
Like be real in them.
Whoever,
Yeah, like
whoever.
Cypress Hill, and then Burner.
Shout out to Burner.
Yeah, I
No
mean he's
doubt.
very successful. I mean Baby Bash, he's from Vallejo. That's 3. Uh, it's hard, dog. It's hard because I want to mention like Frost and them because he's a legend, and Mello and they're legends, but obviously they're not like at their peak right now, you know?
Well, all time. Doesn't have to be right now.
Yeah, well, Kid Frost because he did it for all of us. Kid Frost,
For the
and he's
Raza.
Mexican. Yeah,
Frost.
yeah, Kid Frost. Yeah, but it's hard, dog. I mean, obviously I like Mr. Shadow too, and I respect him a lot because he did a feature for me, dog, when he didn't need to, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no business talked about, nothing. It was just, you know,
You shot it.
just the OG. You
That's fucking
know what
fire.
I'm saying?
I've respected a lot.
That's why, like, it's
And
hard,
that's
dog.
another fool that I met in person. I shot a video for him. Super chill, super calm, super laid back, just chilling, normal ass fool.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I met his mom and his wife. Fire ass fool.
See, and to be completely honest, I never met nothing like that, dog. It's just, I guess it was just he probably saw something in me, dog. You know? So that stuff like that, like him, Baby Bash featured me on his project. He took me to the studio in Texas, dog. Got me to meet Slim Thug and shit like that.
That's
I was
tight.
there with Lucky Luciano and shit like. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know, dog. It's a lot of, you know. I might be, you know, not in the 805. People might not, I guess, see me as a figure there, but everywhere else, I'm loved, bro.
He said,
"Yo." Yeah, dog. Serio, dog.
Damn, that's crazy. Who are some people that you'd like to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
I want to do a record with Fat Joe, dog, because he survived every century, every era. There you go, every dog.
He got the single.
And he's a
every
single
era.
right now, yeah, that I see on the charts and shit. Yeah, you know, Fat Joe, dog. Just to say, yeah, him and I honestly low key Daddy Yankee, dog, and I feel like Daddy Yankee might be realistic because his manager was my manager at one point. I mean, his PR team, Mina Nevades, was my manager at one point, and there was talks about him distributing one of my singles, so I know that he at least knows who I am. You know what I'm saying?
He's familiar with your existence.
Yeah, and I went to his sold out show. It was sold out. She got me in there at the what was it the big old stadium right there in LA. The red one. No.
Forum.
There you go. Yeah, and I was there sold
The
out.
red one.
dog.
I had to close my eyes.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Forum.
Yeah. So I always felt like I just gotta work my way up there, dog. So everything's motivation, dog. Serio, dog. Because I feel like if you don't know about me now, eventually you will, and then you're gonna everything and be like, damn, I slept on him that long, dog. Like, dog, I've been straight financially for like 10 years, Eyekon. So like, honestly, like, it's all just now to prove a point, dog. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that I could do it, dog.
Then you're a young ass man, so that's
Yeah.
fire.
Try and no kids.
Why?
God hasn't blessed me, dog.
You're pulling out?
Nah. I've been with my high now for almost 3 years. No.
A little while ago, you mentioned,
Oh, yeah, I mentioned
that
it.
you got a song with Eric Sermon. How'd that happen?
Yeah.
How'd it happen?
Okay, there's no real answer to that because long story yeah, there's no real answer because he saw me on the internet, dog, and he told me in a comment, send me your number. So obviously I started looking and see who this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
I think I even called Big Tank and to see, and they were like, man, he's a legend.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave him my number, dog, and he called me. And he just said something about you. He said, I don't know how I found you. He mentioned God. He mentioned Pun. He mentioned, I forgot who else. He mentioned a bunch of things, and he said he posted me on his Instagram instantly with one of my records. One of my records. So this is a couple years ago, dog. And then he invited me to one of his shows. So me and Eric went. And then when I finally talked to him privately and everything, he gave me two records, dog, two beats. Well, he actually showed me a couple, and he let me choose two records. Two records. One of them's out. It's called The Best Side right now. We produced. He's produced by him. We shot it in Long Beach. We got the actual the Tupac lowrider, the yellow one.
That's fire as fuck.
Yeah, I wanted to reenact it like with the high notes and all that shit. So we did the same thing.
That's fire.
And it was the same car. Shout out to Long Beach Lloyd. And yeah, I got another one in the stash, and I got a feature on it, man. I don't know if familiar with this kid from New York. He's very popular too. He has co-sides by DJ Premier and shit like that. His name is Little D. He's been rapping since a kid.
I feel like I heard of him.
Sirius XM. He's been on Sway everywhere. I linked up with him this past trip in New York. Shout out to Javi Lopez for linking us up.
Shout out to Javi Lopez.
Yeah. Nah, I got him on a Eric Sermon record. So me and him are spitting on a Eric Sermon record. I don't know when it's gonna drop, but it's ready and it's done. So I got one in release and one out.
That's fire.
And if people don't know who Eric Sermon is, dog, look him up. He found Method Man, Redman, I don't know.
What's Eric Sermon?
Yeah. Def Squad, Mary J. Blige. He's produced everybody you could think of, dog. Everybody you could think of. So for him to think that a kid in Oxnard is doing something, to me is just
amazing.
Motivation,
That's fire. What else is next for you?
Man, I got a whole new project, man. I got a whole new project with Fingers, and we just signed that new deal, so we're getting ready to put out 6 new records besides the project, and see how it goes. Along with videos and stuff. I got 2 records produced by Javi Lopez, unreleased. We shot 2 videos. One of them we shot in New York, and the other one, half of it in New York and half of it over here in LA. And the Fingers project is really basically what I'm getting ready to release, because we've been working on it for like 2 years. For 2 years, been working for this moment. Yeah, for over 2 years. It's basically my childhood dream, dog. This is what I wanted. I'm here now, and I want the world to hear it, because it's probably gonna be my best work, dog. And it's not no fucking, boom bap shit. It's music.
It's real shit.
Music.
He said it's not no boom bap.
It's very,
shots fired at.
Nah, it's music, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like music, dog. Like it's like music, like it talks about shit. Real music.
That's fire. You've been doing it for a long time, dog, and I think I don't know. I'm gonna do my best to help you expand your horizons, perro.
Oh, thank you, dog. That's all
Because I think it's overdue at this point. You're still young, so you still got a lot of action. There's a lot of older fools in the game right now that are kind of flourishing. So I mean, it's not like before, like when we were younger, first coming up, and you're still a little younger than me. But I remember when you being younger, considering that we know all the same people pretty much from this side at least, you'd probably be like, damn, this old ass fool. I don't know if you ever said it out loud, but I remember thinking when I was young, like, damn, this old ass fool's still cracking. Like, that's fire. What the hell?
No, I just fucking my whole thing that I would tell him is like, I don't know why it took this long for us to do something, because
it's because you don't ask. That's problem, perro.
Yeah.
One of my things is I'm over here trying to do all kinds of shit like a chicken with his head cut off. So if no one asks, I'm not gonna remember to fucking.
Yeah.
If I don't know if you care enough to ask, so I'm not thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not you yourself, but just everybody. So like,
I'm hoping you come to the kid event, man, because that's gonna be.
On the 19th, that sounds like a decent day, because I'm doing mines the 14th in Riverside, the 15th in the SGV, and the 22nd in my hood over there.
That's the one I'm gonna try to go to, the 22nd.
Pop out to the 22nd if you could.
Yeah.
I'll try to go over there to Boxnard.
Yeah, now Mikey's coming. Bam Bam. I'm working on Kobe Jones. I don't know if you know who he is, the soccer
Shout out
player.
to the Galaxy.
Yes, sir. That's another thing, dog. I'm gonna shout out VCFC, dog. We have our first professional. Well, it's second division, but it's the closest thing we got to professional soccer in the 805. It's called Ventura County Football Club. They're basically behind me, dog, and I'm behind them. I took Mikey there. I took Bam Bam. I took American Cholo. I took I'm trying to think who else I took. I've taken everybody. I even got my homie selling printing shirts right there at the stadium. Like my little homie, like
cooking shirts on the spot.
Yeah, on the spot, which is an opportunity of a lifetime to me. To me. So and they're a sponsor of my kid event. Not only that, dog, that's how we got the deal, dog. The distribution deal all the time. We got it through the soccer team, dog, because one of the investors It's Peter Gray from Columbia Records.
Mhm.
Somebody was telling him about me and telling him this kid helps us. He does this, he does that. And he said, you know what, dog? I don't even think he heard my music. He said, you help us, we're gonna help you. And
Boom.
that's all, you know. So shout out to VCFC, shout out to Mark, shout out to Kobe Jones. They give me their platform, they give me everything, man, everything that I asked for, dog. And you know, we're working.
That's amazing.
Think about it, dog. I got a deal referred to Columbia Records. So now I told him, to me, even that's motivation. Now I'm like, okay. He's basically telling me, hey, you got something, but you're not here yet. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To me, it's just a stepping stone, dog, and then we're gonna get to Columbia, dog.
I'm not mad at it.
That's the goal. Yeah.
Shit. Well, is there anything you want to leave the people with before we clock out, my brother?
Man, just check me out. Check me out. You can go ahead, send me a message, tell me if I'm good, if I'm whack, whatever you guys think. I try to respond to everybody because I know what it feels like to be ignored. You feel me? So just say what's up, and if you like what I got going on, just share it, support it, man. It doesn't cost a thing, though. It doesn't cost a thing. Make sure to check out my website, youngquicks.com, and if you know how to spell Young Quicks, you'll find me everywhere.
The single that's gonna drop.
Oh yeah. Of course, and make sure to stay tuned for my new music under Foundation Media 9 to 5 coming soon.
That's right.
Produced by Javi Lopez.
Yeah, there we go.
Shout
This
out
by
to
Javi Lopez, yeah.
With that being said, folks, make sure you guys follow this gentleman. His Instagram appeared in the beginning of this episode. Yeah.
Can I get one more shout out, Eyekon?
Do you?
My jersey, dog. Can I show you?
Do you?
My jersey. Shout out to Jersey Maniac here. Look at this shit. You guys don't know who he is. Check him out. He's hooking everybody up. So I guess I'm part of the fucking popular squad now.
Haha.
Part of the popular rapper because I got a jersey.
I haven't got one. Doing better than me.
Shout out to Jersey Maniac. We need to hook Eyekon up. Make sure to DM him.
With all that being said, make sure you guys follow my guy. Like I said, check out the homie Hood Space as well. 805's most underrated, but maybe with the most accomplishments other than Sad Boy and Down.
Serio. Straight up.
Those are facts. I kind of said that like casually because it's the truth. Other than Sad Boy and Down,
Yeah.
you have the most accomplishments of any 805 artist. I don't know, you guys don't claim Boy, but Boy was
But
close.
that was just more like a viral thing. I don't think he has like real accolades. You know what I'm saying? That's no, I'm talking.
He's the greatest 805 rapper.
He could probably went viral and got views, but I don't think like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
He has songs with DJ Snake. He's like, oh,
I don't know.
Neither do I, fool, but it sounded good, right?
Yeah, no.
Shout out to Boy.
What Kendrick say? What big three? It's just me.
Shit like that. Stay tuned.
That's crazy.